everyone, welcome back to Time Out with Fumi Akingbade. You are watching Sexual Intimacy in Marriage, where everything of marriage and sex is revealed and everything in between. My name is Fumi Akingbade, your one and only bedroom instructor. On this show, we are revealing, instructing, and giving wow topics on sex. So stay tuned. Yeah, the topic today is sexual frustration in marriage among couple. The last episode I talked about watching pornography, the pornography movie. They gave us a distorted real life scenario, whereas the real sexual life is what the real sexual life is actually what goes on between husband and wife in the bedroom, not actually what we're watching. What we're watching is a make believe this is how it should be, and they present it as if it's an ideal thing, but really it's not. It's just a living in a mirage. So we dealt extensively with that in the last episode. Today episode, I just want us to know that most of the time, the first issue is an inability to locate the complication sexuality of the female partner. The complication sexuality of the female partner. Ironically, many of our husbands, of the men out there, just believe that the way they wanted sex is the way their wife wanted sex. They just assume, oh, since sex is beautiful, since it's a raging passion, we should just enjoy it. Let's just go into the show. Let's go down the sack. Let's roll it. Let's do this. But how about the complicated sexuality side of the wife? For instance, it's just a truth and a fact that the sexual trigger of men are not the sexual trigger of women. The sexual trigger of a wife, it differs from the sexual trigger of a husband. You know, most of the time, husband just get frustrated and like, I don't get you. I don't understand. I thought you were leading me on. She just wanted the comfort. She just wanted to be pat at the back. She just wanted to be hugged. She just wanted to be cuddled. It may end in sex, but actually the initial need is not sex because of the way she's made up. The complicated side of the woman is what many of our husbands don't take time to understudy. I jokingly say this, that one of the things you keep on studying until a day after rapture is the complicated and complexity of the sexual makeup of your wife. Because she's just a bundle of a little bit of mess or confusion. When she's menstruating is another thing. When she's ovulating is another thing. When she's happy is another thing. When she's not happy is another thing. So it's different. So you have to understudy. Read your wife's sexual complexity, sexual, difference, as if you will study a textbook for a topic. So what we're trying to say is in sexual frustration, there must be a level of understanding. You must know. You must know. You must be able to distinguish between your likes and the likes of your spouse. Now we're dealing with sexual frustration. I also want us to look at another inhibition, another thing that leads to sexual frustration. Past issues, past sexual issues, both with man and woman. Past sexual rape, past sexual information, past sexual lies, old women fables, they cause frustration. It's you just like, oh no, it shouldn't be. But our ears, our eyes, they are gates to our hearts. They are gates to our heart, and whatever comes out of the heart is what help you to make decisions and choices. So most of the time, when we see someone being raped, or probably your first experience was nasty, the next thing you see, you've built up a defiance against it. So the other fellow suffers. So when we're dealing with sexual frustration, let's look into that. What are the past sexual stories, past sexual engagement encounters? If they are not well handled, they cause sexual frustrations. How about the issue of circumcision in women? Circumcision, it's called female genital mutilation, but it's still on. It's still on. Either you like it or not, it's still on subtly somewhere. This one goes a long way, especially when it's messed up. When the vulva, everything is messed up, and so much that most of those women has to go to surgery for childbirth. They are in pains. They are in pains. And when you are in pain, what else can you do? You won't enjoy sex. These are all the things you should have at the back of your mind. Then the solution is what we should look for. Now, I talked about watching pornography. I would rather study sexual books, get sexually educated, and discuss sexual issues together as husband and wife. That helps you not to use the porn as a yardstick, because they are not. Then secondly, I said the sexual makeup is different. The way a man will want sex, or a husband will want sex, is not the way a wife will want sex. And they study is sexual language, sexual taste, sexual preferences, and deal with it. So I'm saying today that the source of the frustration is what we should go after. The source of the frustration. Don't deal with sexual frustration among couple from surface level. Oh, she's not yielding. Oh, I don't even understand him. Oh no. Ask questions. Study the mood. Ask question of preference. I want to be touched this way. I want to be handled this way. All those things, they are very, very necessary. Do not ignore the fantasies of your spouse. It's very important. And I know that when couple do this together, they get a better result. There should be good sexual communication. The bottom line and the summary of it is that there should be good sexual communication. Be open to yourself and don't get embarrassed when there's some fantasy revealed. Don't get like, oh, ah, ooh, all those, holier than thou exclamatory marks. No, they won't help you. You are just going to shut off the other fellow. I know when both of us, husband and wife, sit together and discuss, you open up, there's, honesty. This is what I like. This is what I want. And even if the other fellow does not, because of the love between both of you, you can always come into agreement. Now, what I'm trying to say is, it's a workable thing. Marriage is a workable forum. It's not a magic formula. Sexual oneness, sexual unity, it's not a magic formula. It's a workable forum. You go to work every day to do what? To earn money for a living, for life. Marriage is also a part of life. When you work out your marriage, it's going to be one of the best. And I want you to do that. So make sure you like this video, share with all your friends, your families, and relatives. And make sure you tune in for another exciting, revealing, and wow episode the next time. And also don't forget to subscribe to this show. It's very, very, very important you do subscribe. And I just want you to know that I still remain your one and only bedroom instructor, Fumi Akingbade. Don't forget, your bed should be hot.